Hello everyone, my name is PauLInstaMyooin, and we're back for Pokemon Y Shiny Hunting episode 299, Lapras. If you didn't watch the last episode, why didn't you? And this episode's topic is by me. It's about Pokemon, so I'm just gonna say it. So, would you play Pokemon even when you are far from your childhood and decently old? Me, well, my age, 18, I'm doing this. And I don't plan on stopping playing Pokemon, honestly. Even if they don't come out with any new games or they just some reason stop doing anything Pokemon related to Pokemon Company, I would still play it. If I have access to this stuff, I will still produce content. I will still give you these shiny hunting episodes. I'll still give you all that. I don't care. I would do it. I'm 100%, 100%. I don't care how old I get, as long as I can still play and all that. Um, Even if I'm not able to make content for all of you, I would still personally play it. It's a great game. Just so many things can come from you just training a Pokemon and bonding through them through the game, and just especially if you've never used the Pokemon before to the extent to like defeat a certain game, then yeah, it's just great. So yeah, my answer is yes. I would still play Pokemon, no matter how old I get, as long as I can actually play it, and yeah, as long as I have access to it. So yeah, of course. I'm curious to know if you would, or if you would just stop at a certain age just because you think it's too childish or something like that. Which it's fine. Each person has their own thought about that. But for me, I know for sure I'm gonna stick with Pokemon as long as I can because, like I said, it's the main focus of like my life, and pretty much I would say it ties up with Yu-Gi-Oh. Even though you don't see much Yu-Gi-Oh from me, like at all content, but I do play Yu-Gi-Oh a lot. And I love it a lot, so I would definitely say Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh for me are like definitely tied because there's such great games, and yeah. So anyway, yeah, I'm curious to know what your answer is on that. But anyway, I'm going to talk about my good old sprites creation progress. Yeah, because I was able to still do 2 hours yesterday. Sadly, like I said, I was only able to do 1 hour of the Pokemon Y Friend Safari shiny hunting because I had the other stuff I did yesterday, like I was saying in the last episode. But I did get a lot done. I finished Lou's sprites completely. I finished those, and I'm like over halfway done with Mysteries sprites because I already finished all his normal sprites, and I actually added on a few more interesting details to him. And when I was like, before I woke up this morning, I was like thinking so many different spots he can fill in. He's gonna be a much more important character than y'all are gonna think he is. Because when I explained him to you in whatever episode it was of the recently of the Pokemon Y Shiny Hunting, I was like telling you his story about who he is and all that. Yeah, he's gonna have a big important part in this whole entire like series. He's really gonna be important. Trust me, you'll see. It's crazy what I thought of to give to him and let him like be, and it's crazy, but I'm really excited because um, I feel like I definitely feel confident that if given the time, if I get another 2 hours today at least, I think I'll be able to finish his sprites honestly because not only his other version of his sprites that I'm working on is like very not as detailed as Lou's or even my personal sprites, my character, but there's I think it honestly looks the best because it just looks so nice. It really does. Um, but anyway, yeah. So yeah, that's what my progress is on that. And if you're thinking that I'll immediately be able to post an episode, that first episode of the season 1, episode 1, even if I do finish up the whole entire episode, like the opening uh, files and the whole episode files When I mean files, I mean like the pictures that I'll pretty much like click through while I'm like recording it and like doing the voices over and stuff. I still gotta learn how to edit the video, still gotta learn how to make my custom music as well. So it's gonna be pretty challenging, but I feel like if I'm able to do something like this, to where I already record and already edit these things, I think just editing the video and all that, I don't think that's gonna take that much work. I just gotta get into it, just gotta learn the basics, and I think I'll be set to go ahead and let off. So yeah. So don't expect it right away. Like I said, it may take like at least a day, because the time that I would spend on creating the sprites and the episodes, I would actually spend on like teaching myself how to edit a video and how to make my custom music. Because originally I was just thinking to like grab the parts from the not the music that I listen to, like mainly on my Spotify. But I was thinking about like getting inspiration off that, but putting like a pixelated sound to it, like how the Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green, that kind of like pixelated music. I want to like add that to that. I want to learn, if I can learn how to do that, I think it'll sound really nice. I really do. But yeah, just like I said, it's gonna take time. Don't expect it to come absolutely quick. Like I said, I'm still gonna work very hard on it, but I'm not gonna rush it. I'm gonna make sure everything is just right. So yeah. So, but I'm very confident that when it comes to making the episodes, and after I finally first learn how to make that first episode, just making the episodes in general, I think that would become like a weekly series. Like at least once a week, you'll see a new episode. So I'm really excited about that, because like I said, it's new content to the channel, and possibly new fans, because like I said, a lot of people are interested in just those old sprites, like either just the parodies or actual series. I think a lot of people will like it. It's just, it'll come for the time that people's got to find me out, but yeah, I'm still gonna do my best, even though, like I said, if I don't get found out that much, I'm still gonna be pumping out episodes. So yeah, you can expect that. So don't think I won't get motivated without anyone noticing. Trust me, I will still do it even if no one is noticing me currently. But anyway, so yeah, so I just wanted to let you know about that. But anyway, on to Pokemon Soul Silver. So got a lot done. Like, it was crazy how much I got done yesterday with that. I got the time that I wanted to get pretty much most of it playing the game, and I pretty much left off yesterday talking about how I left off catching that Chansey and all that. And I ended up seeing that I used 23 Ultra Balls to catch that thing, which is crazy. It's crazy it took that many, but of course I'm guessing Chansey's catch rate is pretty low. And the fact that it was full health level 25, I wouldn't really expect it to be that easy, but I'm just glad I got it in with the Lucky Egg. And the funny thing is, later on that route, well, not that same route, but pretty much in that general area, if you go to the girl that's like up in the grass patch, she's specifically looking for a Chansey, but guess what? When I caught my Chansey and took the Lucky Egg, I was like, bye Chansey, I'm gonna release you, because I just don't care to keep extras like that. They clearly really don't matter to me. I just wanted the Lucky Egg. But this girl was like, if you show me a Chansey, I'll give you something good. And I was like, are you freaking kidding me? I had a Chansey. That's such a load of crap. It should just count as like, if I caught it, then I can just show her. Like, that's so stupid, because I'm pretty sure the only thing she gives you is the Lucky Punch, which is only able to be used by Chansey, which it gives Chansey higher critical hit chance on its attacks. But honestly, it's so stupid that the fact that I was just released it too soon. I'm not gonna like change that. I'm just gonna like, when it comes to that stuff, I'm just gonna release that Pokemon, just like when it comes to bug catching contests. The ones that I win after, I just release them because I really don't care. It's just not gonna use them. But to my current knowledge, because I'm not gonna use them during that save file. But yeah, so that's something interesting that happened there. Kind of a troll, because, but whatever. It's whatever. I just thought you would know about that, because yeah, I was just surprised that it happened. But anyway, I pretty much cleared out that whole route, and I cleared out the whole um, fence area. You know, like it's a bunch of fences, and you gotta like it's kind of like a maze. And then I finished the whole bridge area going up towards Lavender Town and the left of the right side of the Vermilion City because the Snorlax is blocking it, so I couldn't go through there. Um, but then, yeah, I completed that area as well. See, all the trainers got the items that I could, and I was surprised. In Vermilion City, when you first arrive, you see like the little sandy island part, like on the right side, and you can't get to it yet. But if you access, like I said, the right side of the Vermilion City, then you can surf there, and it's like a lot of things are there. I usually don't use the item finder, but I was just clicking on the spots on the island, and I ended up getting like 2 pearls and 1 big pearl, which is crazy because you would think it would just be in these certain spots, like one item in the middle, but I was just clicking away and I just got all those items. It was crazy. Yeah, but I pretty much just saved up all my money until I got to Lavender Town, and then finally when I like cleared out all that stuff before Lavender Town, um, I pretty much just saw how much money I got, and I had like 120,000 something, and I had stuff to sell as well, so it was like adding up to like 150,000. So I was definitely able to get back 396 Ultra Balls, and now I have 99 full restores total as well, because I only had 9 left to get, because I was stacking up on them like before I had the whole catching Chansey thing and using up my Ultra Balls. But then I also got 99 total revives, and then I got those 40 quick balls. So now the only thing left is to make sure I have 396 max repels, and they only cost 700 each, so shouldn't be that hard. So I'm really confident that I'll be able to get that before before I just complete the game, like before I defeat Red and all that stuff, and do all the stuff I can before I actually say that this game is like all good to shiny hunt for Pokemon Soul Silver. I mean, so yeah, I got a lot done with that, but that's not where it stops there. If you thought I was done, no. So then I explored the to the left of Lavender Town. I know you could have accessed it before, like in Saffron City, but I wanted to take the long route, like how I like I was saying, I went to Celadon City and I went all the way to the left. So I pretty much looped all the way around from like to the left to the bottom and to because I went to like Celadon City and the bike cycling road, so I went that path. So I just continued that and cleared out, like I said, the left of Lavender Town, and then I continued to pretty much complete everything I can in the Rock Tunnel, I think it was called. It was something like that. Pretty much leads to the area where the power plant is once you get out of there. The only spots, of course, this rock climb. I don't have that yet. But you better bet that I'm going to explore all the rock climb places whenever I get that, of course. I'll just look it up to see where the rock climb. But anyway, so then I pretty much completed the whole power plant thing, and I got everything that you can do with it. I even got at Latios. This will be the last one to check the episode as well. I even got Latios to go there because of the whole helping out the girl, the Cliff Fairy doll. But anyway, I'll probably talk about this more next episode. But anyway, if you enjoyed the episode, you'd be so kind to support me by donating to my Patreon, as long as you're not putting yourself in a bad spot by doing so, of course. And feel free to. The link is in the description down below. And I'll be seeing y'all later. I've been your host, PauLInstaMyooin, and goodbye.